How you doing, folks? I want to talk a little bit about today on how to get pinpoint accuracy with recurve or longbow. The practice that I'm trying to incorporate is a lot of dots, a lot of smaller dots. It'll help with mental focus, get you out of your, shooting the same height, getting the muscle memory height, and changing your practice up. I get caught up in shooting a certain height to where my muscle memory is and be able to be accurate that way, but shooting different heights, different size targets is really going to throw you off, and it's actually going to help you, especially if you bow hunt. The target I'm using here, you can see it's got a bunch of different dots that are numbered. I think I got this target out to about 12 yards where I'm going to be standing. And you can see it's got the vitals, the heart, lungs. It's just a bigger version. But what I'm going to try to accomplish is be able to place my shots close to these dots, or if not in them, at that distance. So everything that I'm doing is pretty inside my hunting distance, just maybe a little bit further. My average hunting shot this year has been 13 yards on average. So I'm a lot closer with this size target here. I got it up a little bit higher compared to be on the ground, but the target size is about the size of a tennis ball. So I'm kind of used to a tennis ball, but it's got a lot of different dots. So the main thing is to get yourself out of the muscle memory game and to be able to hit, be able to get your arrow to where, to where you want it to go. So I'm going to have this practice incorporated into my regular practice, on the weekends, and I do it in the evenings, but it's kind of dark when I get home. So, and all I'm looking for is trying to get close. I know I've kind of been messing with it. I've shot high at the lower and even at the other ones, be able to change up the height, the size of the dot, and all that. So I'm going to take a few shots and we'll go down and look at it. And the main thing is just get out of that, the muscle memory practice basically is where you're at a set muscle memory at a certain height, at certain distances. I mean, I'm going to change it up with a couple different distances. I may move up, let's see, right there, trying to get a better view. I may move up for some, but where I like to hit on that vital target is the heart and a little bit more forward, not so much in that one dot that's down in the lower of the lungs, but more that's over top of the heart. But I'll shoot it at that, and we'll just go down there and look at it. But we'll just give this a shot and hope this little practice here will kind of help you with some, be able to put your arrow where you want it to go. And I've been messing around with these trad vanes, got them. There's a lot of talk about them, so I'm gonna use a couple of them and some feathers, and I'll shoot the blue target and I'll shoot the orange one, just for fun. I'm going to go for the heart on the blue target. I'm a little bit off to the right of that dot. And let's see, I'll go for the one above it. And shot low again. So those different heights, going from real low to up a little bit. Now I'm gonna shoot to the far top right. It's a little bit bigger dot. I think it's a 10 from what I can tell from here. So I'm a little bit closer to that. So you kind of figure out what your actual height is. So now I'm gonna go about 16, 17 yards, center dot on the orange target. So we'll just run down there and look at that real quick. So you'll be able to tell right off the bat where I'm weak at. And even though I shot high at a lower target, so this one here was my first, so I'm way off to the right and a little bit high. So if I'd have brought it over, I'd still be high, but barely reasonable. And my second shot was, you know, good height, but way off. And then my third shot at that height, or a little bit higher up, is, you know, a little bit closer, but it's still high, but dead center over it. So we'll walk over here to a little bit bigger size target, which is about the size of a tennis ball, you know, and that's about 16, 17 yards, and I'm dead in it. So you kind of get the gist of where I'm trying to get to, is not shooting the same height all the time. You know, if you bow hunt, or especially get into 3D, a lot of those targets will be from small, big, just different heights of where the scoring rings are. Or if you hunt small game to large game, that's going to help you with be able to make that transition and be accurate no matter what you're hunting. So I hope this helps, and try that practice, and I about guarantee after a little while you'll start be able to put your area where you want it to go. And today's like one of those days where, you know, I find something that I need to work on, and that's one of them. So I'm always learning new stuff and trying to improve myself as an archer and also a bow hunter. So I hope this helps, and I hope y'all have a great day, and God bless.